brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Metzler ME880 Marathon, what Bikertv rides on. The Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition, Vancouver, BC. Welcome to Bikertv, by bikers, for bikers. This week on Bikertv, the Drag Specialties Weekly Race Report with Jordan Szoke. We're with Jen in Merrit, BC for the GCBR, supporting BC Children's Hospital. We're riding with Angel in Kitchener for the Drago Memorial Run. But first, we're back at the Trev Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition with Terry Ray.
So now we get into the what they called the Hungry 30s. You'll notice that motorcycles now, there's very, very little shiny chrome on them anywhere. In order to make them more attractive to the public, they started putting on better paint jobs, and it's the beginning of the Art Deco graphics on the gas tanks, which are still going today. In 1936, Harley-Davidson set up an engine plant in Japan and kick-started the Japanese motorcycle industry. It had been going since 1908, but it had been floundering around a little, and an entrepreneur got the rights to Harley-Davidson for these Japanese companies, and the Japanese government, ironically, expropriated the factory a year later. The four-cylinder Indian was a thing of beauty, really, but it was very, very expensive to produce. And they finally they put them out of the lineup because the price of a Indian 4 was equal to the price of a new Buick. Now we get into war production. You'll find that most of the Harleys that were made for the war effort, their VIN numbers all seem to start with 42. And you'll notice for the scabbard and the saddlebags and everything on them, they were all set to be self-contained for a fighter. The one over here, which is the Indian, is a very unique engine in it. It looks very similar to a Moto Guzzi. Harley-Davidson was asked to build 1,000 bikes using a BMW as a basis, and Indian was asked to make a similar bike, shaft-driven, with cylinders out to the side, both designed to go back to the desert and fight against Rommel's troops. And unfortunately, halfway through the production line, somebody invented the Jeep, which they did not need the motorcycle for fighting on the desert anymore, so they were relegated to delivering the mail. They never did finish the run of the Indians. They were sold as war surplus right out of the Indian factory. Some of the Harleys actually made it into the war, but a lot of them were sold off as war surplus. Well, the 1936 Knucklehead, so-called because actually the configurations of the heads are the shape of a knuckle, is the first overhead valve the first overhead valve Harley-Davidson made. While Indians were still making flatheads, Harley was moving ahead quite rapidly with their overhead valve engines. I think you'll find with the Indian, they were all bean counters and bankers and no enthusiasts running the company. And Harley-Davidson was actually had a lot of enthusiasts for taking care of business. So they could see advancements when they were coming. The Indian was only interested in the bottom right-hand corner of the contract.
Stick around. After the break, the Great Canadian Bike Rally.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Toad Cycle Works, doing it right since 1979. G. Bork, give us a call. Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. Advanced screen printing, t-shirts, and a whole lot more.
The Bikertv National Show and Shine. West, Sturgis North. East, Thunder in the Highlands. Central, the Bikers Reunion. The Bikertv National Show and Shine.
Closed captioning by Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
They don't do anything small here in Merrit, BC. Welcome to the Great Canadian Bike Rally. I'm Jen with Bikertv.
I spent my younger years mostly all alone.
This is a bike I built a number of years ago. It is a bike that is styled after the old board track racers.
Okay.
We use a lot of modern components and whatnot and know-how, but borrow from the past and more in the styling than anything else. It's based on a Harley V-twin.
Okay.
But we run just the front cylinder. That's what really makes this thing unique. It's just running half of a Harley engine.
Right, right.
But where the rear cylinder would normally sit, there's a supercharger, just for the fun of it.
That's awesome.
To get that to work and still look nice and clean, a little bit of a challenge, but a fun thing to build.
So how long have you been fabricating bikes?
Well, I don't know. As a kid, I started playing with things, and it sort of turned into a hobby and into a business. But I guess I got serious about bike building 12 years, 13 years ago.
Okay.
So,
Were you doing something else in your life and then you decided?
Well, I was an automotive machinist, building engines and machining and working on my own bikes on the side. And it sort of became a passion and like an obsession somewhere along the lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a neat way to make a living. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's difficult to find customers for bikes like this.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, like when somebody comes in, do they often have a picture and a plan of a bike and they want you to emulate that? And as an art, is this art form?
Yeah.
You want to take your own spin on it. Is it hard to sometimes talk people into thinking a little bit outside the box and doing something a little different like this?
It is. It's different every time. Some certainly have an idea of what they want. Some just trust your judgment and you can sort of guide them along. But you really have to build it to their wants and needs.
Right.
But the most successful bikes I've built are the bikes that are strictly shop bikes, my bikes.
Right.
Partly because you have freer reign of what you're going to do. You can take more of a risk.
Yeah.
Like for instance, this bike is a good example. I have many bikes, but this one is pretty hard to build for a customer because I didn't even know if it would run.
Right. Yeah.
So
You're taking
I don't want to risk that with
risk.
someone else's. But if it's on my dime, then I can do it.
You'll take that chance.
Yeah.
I was born to be wild, but it's against the law to be me.
I've been around a while.
You've been around a while. How many years have you been riding?
I can't add that high. 50 more than.
Too many to count.
Yeah,
so I bet you got a lot of good stories to
For
tell.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. So this is great. This is going to be the first one in this area.
So it's a very interesting gathering, I think.
So what do you ride?
I ride a Honda VTX 1800.
And so how many bikes have you had over your many, many years of riding?
I don't know. Probably 10 or 15.
10 or 15.
It started because I really wanted one and I just couldn't afford it.
Okay.
And I thought, well, I can sew.
Yeah.
So I made my
Let's
own.
do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Holy smokes, instant perfect posture.
That's what they're for, yeah.
Oh, that's great. So how much would one of these cost?
$320.
$320.
You don't know about me.
I think been part of my success is the fact that I've challenged myself. I'm not just trying to kick everyone else's ass. I'm
Or go with
challenging
the
myself
trend. Yeah.
to build something better
Yeah.
and different. And
Like
new.
you can see the trends. Like it's not that I've been around that long, but I see, and then it was the bobber style, and then it was like you go through all these phases.
The overfed dagger look.
Yeah, exactly. So I
20,
think that
26 and 30-inch wheels on the
in
front.
Sturgis, you're
It's
definitely
nice.
seeing
They're
that.
actually
That's
pretty
what,
cool, right?
yeah.
But it's not going to last forever either.
Exactly,
It will keep
so-
going. You know what's refreshing is to see all the young kids coming back with little, rigid iron heads and
Yeah.
whatnot, right?
Yeah.
That's certainly the thing. Right?
And they're going bare metal. They're not fancying it up. They're doing different
Yeah,
things.
they're
So
doing it
it's like-
themselves
yeah.
for the most part. It's sort of grassroots thing, so it all goes in cycles. It,
Yeah.
it comes back again. It's healthy, right?
That's great. Well, I think you're a fantastic representation of Canada, and I
my
really
best.
commend you for that. You're very well. Like I said, I'm from Saskatchewan. You're very well known in our neck of the woods, and I wish you all the best. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, Jen.
Nice day.
Thank you.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Yeah, go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny, be good.
Oh, there you go. That felt good. Was good for me. Was it good for you?
Nice, Terry.
Terry? Where are you from, Terry?
From Merrit.
From Merrit?
Yeah.
You're ready for well, you must be excited. This
Yeah, I
is the
am.
first Great Canadian
My
Bike
first bike
Rally.
show.
This is your
Yeah.
first bike show, so you're entering this in bike show? Can you tell me a little bit about how this project started?
Started out with a brass fender I found.
Brass fender you found. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
found
actually the
that.
starting point.
XS 650, 1972.
Nice.
And then I got the Harley girder front end and went from there.
Helping injured riders since 1983. So
Well, that's when we first formed.
okay, so
And
AIM.
it was formed because general public didn't have a good attitude towards motorcyclists,
Yes,
and we had a problem getting help.
Yeah.
So we had figured as bikers, we would help bikers,
Right.
and we started the association in '83. From that time now, we garnished it up to what it is now, and we do visitations in reference to downed riders. You don't have to be a member. We get a phone call of a down motorcyclist.
Okay.
Then we visit them in the hospital.
I kind of wanted to give back myself.
That's great.
And, I wanted to just kind of connect and listen to other people, not necessarily about my story, but listen to what someone else is going through.
Yeah, sometimes that's all somebody needs,
Somebody's comfortable if they see somebody who's been through what one of us has. They really warm up to that, and it's
Yep.
you've got that connection right then. You got the trust. You got that
Absolutely. Because I'm sure there's that feeling of no one really gets what I'm going through, and then when somebody like yourself comes along, you get it, and
it can be that way, and we're not pros at it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. We just want to be there with we're there to
Show
help.
support.
We're there, yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to meet Jen from Bikertv. Everybody say hi to Jen.
We've had an amazing time here at Merrit, BC at the Great Canadian Bike Rally. The roads have been spectacular, the entertainment has been incredible, and especially the people have been amazing. Thanks for watching Bikertv, and I look forward to seeing you next year at the Great Canadian Bike Rally.
Stay tuned. After the break, the Drag Specialties Race Report with Jordan Szoke. Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dino Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser. Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. New Moon Tattoo, professional tattooing for over 25 years. The Ottawa Mission, more than a shelter. Chelsea Chimney Sweeps, sales, service, and installation. Road Dog Asphalt, honest, reliable service.
Speed doesn't lie. Going 200 miles an hour around a track and then having to brake and make a corner, it's very, very exciting. I'm Jordan Szoke, and time for your weekly race report on Bikertv. This week we're talking about drag racing. My career in superbike racing, it's been all about the start, and these guys definitely know how to start. And I should maybe go down there and take a few lessons from them. I didn't have the greatest year of starts, but you know, it's super exciting. So we used to sit there and see you could wheelie the quarter mile the longest and fastest, and obviously drag racing, exciting. It's, you know, you're sitting right beside them, and then they take off, especially with the top fuelers, and obviously the top three top fuel guys in Canada. We have Damien Cowden, Nate Gagnon, and Kevin Boyer. and what an amazing speed they get up to. It takes them in a quarter mile to get up to speeds of 250 miles an hour, way faster than a super bike, and it's just cool, you know. Pro Mod class with first place Gary Christopher, with second place Tony Clisby, and third place Greg Westland. These guys are out there going as fast as they can. Obviously very cool. So we have the V-Rod West champions, Nick Allen, Jamie Moner, and Rick Adams. All these guys are out there on the V-Rod, very cool. In the V-Rod Destroyer East Championship, we have Pete Thompson first, Mitch McCollum, and Paul Guerrieri in third. Awesome, awesome series. Very cool seeing that. It's always cool to run a spec series like that. It's very competitive and exciting to watch. On a technical side, rumors have been around that they're going to try and do a 60-degree V-twin for the with a blower on it for the hopefully 300-mile-an-hour mark. You never know. We'll see how long it takes these guys to get up there. I mean, they're only doing like 250 now. Obviously, I rode on a 60-degree V-twin on the V-Rod. It worked pretty good. Maybe they're onto something there. And we'll see if they can get the transmission and clutch to hold up and put that power to the ground. Obviously, with all that power, it's about getting it to the ground, hooking up, and getting her down the straightaway. Maybe we'll see 300 miles an hour. And I said it before, and I'll say again. Don't go fast in the street. Go to a track and do a track day. Do an event. Get out there and you'll see how much more fun it is when you don't have to worry about getting a speeding ticket or your license taken away. You can ride your bike to any one of these drag strips, local drag strips, and pay 25 bucks and run it all night long.
Don't touch that dial. After the break, we're in Kitchener for the Drago Memorial Run.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin, and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website. Shop by phone or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Askicker Custom Cycles, parts, sales, service. McNeely and McNeely, legal services for accident victims. BCOM, fighting for bikers' rights. Chrome Dreams.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser. Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dino Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center.
The Bikertv National Show and Shine. West, Sturgis North. East, Thunder in the Highlands. Central, the Bikers Reunion. The Bikertv National Show and Shine.
A great way to remember my dad and to honor his memory.
Yeah, and a great cause too for the cancer.
Fantastic cause, and it helps. You know, there are so many people who are struggling with cancer, and the funding that goes to the hospital really allows them to have local treatment. You know, whereas before I think they would have had to go to London for some of the procedures.
Draggo, it was a daily trip to London for treatment for him.
Yeah, it's costly.
We don't pre-register for this ride. We kind of just put the word out there and say, you know, come on out. Last year we were very fortunate. We have just shy of 200 bikes show up. If I can do that again today, I'll be very happy.
So how long has this been going on for, the Draggo Run?
This will be our 12th year.
12th year?
Yes. Yes. The first year we started it because of Draggo dying the year before. And it was very small. We maybe had 40 riders, and as you can see from today, it's grown from there. And like I said, if I can get close to 200 bikes today, I'll be very happy, and so will the Cancer Center.
Is this your first time coming to the Draggo Run?
No, actually, me and her have been here before.
How'd things go? Things went excellent today. We had a really good day for a ride. 190 bikes, 250 plus riders. We're happy. Guys are just having fun, catching up, somebody they haven't seen for a long time. This is the day they all get to catch up, you know, reacquaint themselves with each other, and $85,000 over the last 11 years that we've donated to the Cancer Research Center. We're hoping it'll be 8 or 9 grand, and that'll just add to the total.
They stab you with their plastic knives to heal.
It was so fun. It was amazing.
Yeah?
My mom's buddy Pete took me on a ride.
Okay.
It was so cool.
All in all, I think it's been a wonderful day. I'm just so happy that everybody came out. Everybody's been really good about supporting us. Like I said, 12 years in the running. We'll keep it going as long as we can. As long as people want us to do it, we'll be here. It started out as a memorial to Draggo. It's grown from there. From all our committee members have been affected by cancer in some way. All the people that come on the ride. Cancer is such a big thing in our life right now. So it's not just for Draggo anymore, it's for all cancer patients, all cancer survivors. And we're just very thankful that we have a cancer center in our community. We don't have to travel for treatments. We can all stay at home. It's nicer for family members. So it's just a good thing to do.
And you yourself are a
I am a cancer survivor. Yes, I am. Yep, since 1992.
Next week on Biker TV, we're back in Vancouver at the Trev Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition with Terry Ray, the weekly race report with Jordan Szoke, and the 2011 National Hog Rally in Kamloops, BC. Be on Biker TV. Cape Breton Bike Fest, Sydney, Nova Scotia. At Sturgis North. The Bikers Reunion, New Liskeard, Ontario.
We should have met years ago when we were younger. Live life from a storybook to fill virtue's hunger. Running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel. So my love could grow for you by the sea at Cap.